Here's another late development, and this news keeps coming in as we're talking here.
I've been playing this Outrider shit in my headphones.
Make it all that damn background. Black is the worst, like, co-host I have on the podcast.
I'm that nigga, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah, he want everybody to come down there, weak ass Cali.
Guaranteed to have other shit going on. Like,
Yeah, I'm chilling now though. So let's get it. Let's get it. This game hard than a motherfucker though.
Hey, Popo.
Hey, you ain't got this game, nigga, because fucking it's a demo right now. Hey, Heero just be lying, bro.
What are you talking about? How am I lying? Lying about
The Outrider game.
What about it?
They ain't got it on PC.
They have it on Steam, bro.
That's a PlayStation game. They definitely ain't got it on Steam. They about to cancel Steam.
What for? It's $1 billion company.
Cause that shit don't work no more. That Steam ain't making no more games for their system.
You think about
it's
Google?
only gonna be...
You thinking about Stadia?
Oh yeah, that is stated. Yeah.
Google didn't have no business making video games. No way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got in too late. They probably could have did that shit a while back.
Yeah.
And it'd have been cool. Because they could have replaced Sega, but
yeah, that is a good point. Well, it's the Books and Beyond Mail Book Club. How you guys doing? As always, we got Heero, JB, Black. We in the building for the last part 7.
Man, even though we posted it, the last part was last week, we're gonna act like this week.
Look. You had an opportunity. You had all week to talk about this, and you want to pick 3 minutes into the show. That's how you want to do it.
Yeah, because Facebook I'm on Facebook.
But we'll be finishing up the
I seen you post yesterday, Black. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how
I post. Hey, y'all miss me?
But there are some congratulations in order. We got a new human being on the planet, and it's thanks to one of our contestants.
That's because I ain't been on Facebook. So niggas had the baby, huh?
Yeah, she came 2 days ago.
Oh, congratulations, my boy.
She came out looking just like her sister. She came out, I was like, she looked just like Zion, like I'm here again, like this deja vu.
Congratulations, happy baby girl, healthy. That's all we really want. Happy, healthy.
I'm tired as hell. Wife's tired as hell. We gonna get
if there's ever been a man that's tired, it's gonna be JB. The man has been running since God knows when.
He got 2 kids, right?
Yeah,
he
man.
got 2 on his bike. Looking at you makes me tired. So we go.
I got
Black
12 days left on this bullshit.
Yeah,
my daughter 8, bro. She do what she want to do. She know how to cook. She cooked in the oven the other day. I'm like, what the fuck?
Black is an all around parent. I love to see it. But I do have one thing I want to plug.
I'm just a nigga with a kid.
I do want to plug one thing, which is going to be the Endurance 24 challenge from TF North. There's a few teachers reached out to me a few weeks ago that they were trying to run 24 miles in 24 hours to help raise scholarship money for some kids at the school. All 3 of us went to that school at one point. So there's going to be a donation link in the bottom. There's also a podcast that's up on the YouTube channel now for them. If you want to hear more about their story and why they're doing this and how they plan to run 24 miles in 24 hours, we will also be hosting a live stream for that. So when they're running that 24 miles, we're going to be there watching them. And no, I'm not running. But if you want to be like me and just, put your watch on a squirrel
Yeah, I've seen it.
and watch them squirrel run and win the race that way, do that and then donate. But if you got a little bit of change, it goes a long way for these kids who definitely need it in these trying times. The Endurance 24 Challenge. It'll be flashing up on the screen and in the description. But with that out of the way, Black, wrap
Yeah,
up the
son.
story.
What's up? Nah, let's
Wrap
get
up the
it done.
story. No, wrap up the story.
Go ahead, man. Let's talk about it.
This really all comes in amalgamation of itself, and I don't know if I was the only one who thought this as I was getting towards the end, and I was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna talk about the second term at all."
Oh no.
That's what I thought. Like, I'm like, we read all this book.
Yeah, I told y'all at the beginning, this whole book was about the first term. Yeah, that's how long the second. That's how long. Like now we know how long the second book gonna be.
We definitely not reading the second book. Y'all read.
I'm gonna read that by alone.
Yeah.
Not up to him.
Because I gotta read Michelle's book.
Yeah.
Right. I still gotta read the book coming.
I feel like Michelle's book would have been a better read for us.
It's been a better read for the fans.
The thing that this kind of covers is his last trying times before he loses the House, before the next election, who's going to be running. Surprisingly, he talked a lot about Trump. I thought that just rings true in my mind. And then the killing of Osama bin Laden and just the takedown of what's his name? Gaddafi.
See, that's what I was talking about. Like we learned a little different stuff about that. Because at first it was more so we only knew about Gaddafi trying to for me trying to change the currency thing.
Yeah, no, and I love how he didn't talk about that at all. He just said Gaddafi was out here killing folks. And we was like, we out here killing folks. So what's your point?
Yeah.
And he
kind of Gaddafi was doing a little fucked up shit though.
Yeah.
Any more fucked up shit than what we were doing?
Yeah. We ain't killing our own people, bro.
He was killing everybody. Like,
what these police been doing to us?
But he was killing them in the masses, like
okay.
Like hundreds of thousands, like COVID. He was
but he the president too though.
Right. He was taking them out like COVID. Like, 10,000 more today bodies.
Damn. So and then it created this sort of like power vacuum because it became that thing like what is too much for us as Americans. Like, okay, and I love how he talks about like if he kills 10 of his own people, do we invade them and change them then, or do we have to wait till it hits at least 10,000?
Gaddafi killed Americans too. That's really why they fucked it up.
Yeah, that bombing that was planned killed 118 Americans. So like that was like super interesting to see. Another thing that they really didn't talk about in depth that I expected them to go in depth was the Benghazi thing, and especially how it ties to Hillary and her foreign business assets, and how like you have foreign business assets here. And then this happens, and it's like, you don't understand how that makes you look. The implications look bad. Like he really just breezed over it. So I was just like,
probably why he didn't touch it.
Huh?
That's probably why he ain't touch it. He really don't try to be making people look bad.
Well, I mean, it's a notice for everything, and we got his last motherfucker of the book when he cursed about the news people. Well, Obama doesn't like the news people. It's very clear to me. Like he just doesn't like them.
The Fox outlets for sure.
No, but he talks a lot about like, you know, how it was this real touching moment where he was talking about how his daughters had outgrown him at this point and not holding
everybody
hands.
Getting tired of his ass.
Everybody was getting tired of his ass. Michelle wasn't even like focused on like what was going on anymore. She was living her life. Everyone, see, the thing that it struck me is everyone seemed to have found their way through life without Barry. Like, if he was playing Barry dad, sure, but if he was Barry president, they ain't really fool with him. They was like, hey, you on your own shit, you be in deep thought. I don't know, JB, do you ever experience something like that where you just where you always a father, but you can't be the dad, like your mind be somewhere else?
Yeah, I be having to check myself sometimes. We talk about that. Like I'm like 5 years ahead of where we at right now in my head, trying to like plan and thinking about other shit. But I always try to check myself back in to like they don't know. Like the kids don't know. My wife don't know. So
Kids don't give a fuck. They even if they did know, kids don't care right now about a damn thing.
Is I mean, as far as they're concerned, grilled cheese in a bed is provided. So
Oh God.
yeah, I try to put my phone down and all the distractions and stuff when I'm playing with Zion. So I'm trying to do a better job.
well then, Black, like, what is one thing that you feel like we don't all of us try not to bring work home. So like, what are other things that you try not to?
Shit, I can't bring work home.
Yeah, you
I
feel
just try to fucking limit fucking. I don't know, man. I just try to do other shit, with her versus the regular shit that we do normally, like to come in and play the game a lot. And I ain't been playing the game for a while. Then she was like, "Why you ain't playing the game?" She got tired of me.
that's the cue when she says go play the game. That's your cue. That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
And plus it's Corona shit, so fucked up. Now we got to get out. We both around this bitch like we drink beers.
So then I think about, like, when they went to go see this statue in Brazil, and just like how Brazil fell apart, like all 2020 and 2018. It's really been falling apart since 2017, but just the levels that the thing, because the places he went to in the beginning of the book when he was upon returning back to them, like Egypt, Cairo, the Middle East, his
Mhm.
demeanor had also changed. In the beginning of the book, he had this promise of like seeing these young kids be these revolutionaries that bring about a democracy into the Middle East and change the way the Middle East is perceived, to like now seeing these same guys like being slaughtered in the streets. And he couldn't help but believe that he didn't say this, but it's also fair to assess that, yo, you inspired them to walk into the fire. Like, if you motivate a crowd of people to go do something, and they don't fully understand the consequences, and something bad happens to those people, do you share a level of guilt or even responsibility for that, JB?
Yeah, and I think another part of that is he we talked about it earlier. Like he thought he could do more as the president than he actually was capable and able to do.
Yeah.
The presidency, you could tell, like it. I mean, you could physically tell it beat his ass.
Mm.
Like he went in young, spry. He come out great
Grizzled.
old man, Uncle Grandpa Obama. So
Oh man, what about, okay, so for the longest, and Black, maybe you could tell us a little bit about this. For the longest, was the description of how Palestine and Jerusalem and the Jewish community, is that a fair depiction of what it is? Because for the longest, I didn't know. Like, I always knew that there was trouble and beef down there, but I didn't
But
really
okay, when
gauge
did you
that
come
part.
here again?
Huh?
You came here in high school, right? You didn't come here in
Yeah.
grammar school at all. Okay,
No.
so like I think we learned in grammar school that the Shiites and the Sunnis were fighting forever, right? Did you learn that in grammar school, Jeremiah?
yeah,
Yeah, so we learned that like when we young that the Muslims been fighting forever.
I just thought it was strange that, like, they came up with this two-party system, but they just don't want to accept. And the reason why is because Jerusalem, which is considered the Mecca for two different religious spots, which is just
Yeah,
a weird thing for me. Like, we both agree that this place has religious values and that the people who visited this place have similar names, just different spellings, and have identical stories. We don't want to just say, yo, straight up, we're hearing the same story 2 different ways. We got to keep fighting over this.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's
All
why,
the stories.
man, I had this conversation a million times around just Christianity in general. Like people,
Yeah.
when you get like apostolic and Baptist, like we arguing over something stupid. Like we got the values and all the rest of it is the exact same. You know, the differences is based off of whether the Father, Son, Holy Ghost is one person or if it's three different entities. Like who cares? Why
The
is it?
problem is we do like I don't even want to talk about that shit. So let's just it's only 3 of us and that talk can be long. It's that shit just man, let the people live. Let they want to believe whatever the fuck they want to believe, they can have it. Fuck that.
Yo, that's hilarious. Cause that was my same thought process. I was like, okay. I never had this conversation because I didn't really know much about it. But after reading what I read like 2 days ago, I looked it up some more and I was just like, you see, this is why I can't do the whole religious thing, because people will fight. They'll fight you over anything. They'll fight you over names. This stone was made here. A stone can't be made. A stone is just something that exists, bro. It's just there in the universe, bro. It's forever and nothing at the same time. But we'll push past that.
It ain't even just those religions though. It's all of them when you really research.
That's what I'm saying. They all the same.
They all the same.
They all come from the pyramids. So all they did was on the walls. All these religions are written down. They all are one, but they split them bitches apart to make people feel to fuck up the world. Like we know all of them. We know all of them got a lot of shit to do with each other. Because they all got some of the same motherfuckers in it, especially Jesus, your prophet, and all of them. They're like, all right, we're just going to shut the fuck up. They're not going to time for it.
But a little bit more about like then pushing towards his just how much time Obama spent outside of the country in the last part of his the last year. Like, do we think that, you know, he did all he could? Like, obviously he did. He got the healthcare reform set up. He saved them from a crisis, from economic crisis. Minimized.
That ain't even happened during the first run, right?
What do you mean? Which one?
The economic crisis. We were still coming out of it the first
I
run.
mean, but he stopped the crash.
He stopped the bleeding though.
Yeah, he stopped the bleeding.
But that's the thing. Like they don't even acknowledge that.
No,
like,
the
fact that we only out because of Democrats every time, but they always love the fact that Republicans lower the taxes.
Man, I'm
that's
surprised.
how it goes.
I'm not surprised. That's what happens when we won the Senate. We got 100. We got the 1.9 trillion. So, but I think it's like the hypocrisy of it. They could give out 1.9 trillion, but they refuse to give $15 minimum wage.
Yeah. Which
is just like,
well, shit. They ain't passed it in the Senate for this next stimulus package, did they?
Yeah, they did. They passed it yesterday.
Oh, I thought they only passed it in the House. So when we get the money?
Based on when Trump did it, from the Senate to the Senate vote to when Biden
like a week, right?
It. Yeah, it was when Biden signs it. So about 7 business days from when Biden signs it.
But that's only if you make under 80,000. So that's some bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers ain't getting.
You know what's the real bullshit about that is? It's like if you make under 80,000 before taxes.
Yeah,
like, that's some bullshit. Like, why don't you wait until after taxes and then mark the threshold?
That's crazy.
Like, I'm over 80,000 by motherfucking August.
Some bullshit.
Crazy. But I mean, it's for a few people who won't get it. The people who need it the most, I'm happy to see that they're gonna get it.
The middle class need it the most. Poor people always poor.
What you mad about though? You're not really middle class though, are you?
I am.
No, you see how his voice cracked when he said that shit.
That's the problem. I can't get no link. I can't get shit. I make over 100,000. That's middle class.
What's the middle class?
What's the middle class?
The class that struggle the hardest.
You're not struggling though, Black, are you?
Yes.
No. You got a PlayStation 5 on your old
Bro, I can
podcast.
afford this
You on
shit,
the
bro.
PlayStation 5 on your old podcast, bro.
Bro, I struggle for this shit. Middle class ain't middle class because we
All
work
my
less.
life I had to fight.
Yeah. I don't work less. I just fucking get paid, not what I'm worth. Just different.
Black's not middle class, and we're not gonna allow him to throw that out there. But
What's middle class if I ain't middle class?
Ain't no middle class.
This is
middle class, I think, is an illusion. Middle class is really low class.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's the more struggling low class because we don't get no motherfucking income, no link or none of that.
I need help. I need y'all. They gonna start taxing me as soon as I start making real money. Y'all trash, bro.
I pay $1,000 a week in taxes.
I was so trash. How I'm supposed to get ahead? As soon as I start getting ahead, we gonna pull you back down.
You got to figure out how. Rich Dad Poor Dad taught us that.
Only thing I like is after you pay a certain amount, you don't pay Social Security no more.
Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad taught us that. Once you make money, your only objective is to figure out how to keep it.
And I claim everything, bro. Every gallon of gas I pay for to go to work, I need all that back.
Oh yeah, automatically. Do you itemize it though, or do you just put the general 500?
I do the fucking per 1,000 mile.
Okay. But that only goes up to what, like 5,000?
No, I don't know. Shit, I don't do my taxes. I just get what's needed.
Okay.
I don't look at that shit, bro. They owe me. I'll take it like that.
You gotta love Black's aspirations to be hood rich. Man, I want to be hood rich too, Black.
They owe us, bro. We work too hard for this nothing.
So
I gotta pay taxes on the property, even after I own the motherfucker. That's what that's why I can't wait to retire and move to Ghana.
Man, I was talking to my dad yesterday. That he just cleared another one of his pensions or whatever, just got cleared. You know how much this man lives off of a whole entire month in Africa right now?
$1,000.
I mean, you gonna tell us, or you want us to guess?
I thought you was gonna guess, but okay.
Oh no, I said how much, bro. I'm not guessing no shit like that. I don't know what he did before.
$250.
Yeah, see, he the man. That's what I want to live on. And I'm gonna be making
$250 pays all of his bills, buys him 3 square meals every day for a month, let him buy a fucking iPhone Max. I got an iPhone 6. My dad in a third world country got a better phone than me and a bigger TV than me.
But how much did he pay for that though? How much did he pay? Because they don't make iPhones over there.
That's a question I really want. Why you stay here and you could live like that over there?
Because he got to get the money to come in.
Exactly.
Like, he only got the money that he got now.
Exactly. Black, you know the truth right there. Because if I could retire at 45, he retired at 50.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I could retire at 45 then. But like my brother and my sister, we all thinking about that. We just trying to find like 2 more houses, and then that's gonna be our residual income. Like we're gonna be some landlords across the country, across the world.
So if y'all make enough, like fucking as far as the income, y'all gonna have a property management, take care of y'all shit, and then y'all ain't never got to be here.
I ain't got to do nothing. Just write my check, send it over.
So, yeah, the real reason is there's some. I don't know if there's also. You don't want to necessarily. You want to go back there with the ability to do something. Like a lot of people just go there to retire and don't be trying to make the community or nothing better. So like we want to make sure our skill sets transfer over. Like I know
I'm just want to retire, bro.
Me and my brother want to build
I ain't from there, bro. They ain't did shit for me.
Black is so selfish. What is this? All this animosity towards your own people coming from, man? Damn.
You don't fuck with us like that.
Black, I fuck with you, bro. Well, damn, I represent the
You're
culture.
Nigerian though.
Nigerians, we claim everybody. You could be Chinese and we'll claim.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going to Ghana. Nah, I'm fucking around. I'm gonna fuck with Ghana hard.
what's it called, like me and my brother, we trying to like create like a sports agency. Like there ain't no way in hell there's like Antetokounmpo is out there just monsters, but there's like 6 or 7 of him on every other block,
Right.
just on the street.
Y'all try to
like,
turn the league. Y'all try to
yeah,
turn the basketball
like
league
they
into
just
the
sitting
to the
there.
baseball league.
Hey, what you
You know how
do?
to get the Haitians and the Dominicans.
Yeah, talk about what you do. Oh yeah, I just stand on this corner. What else you do? That's it. Wake up in the morning, eat, come here and stand,
Play soccer.
and occasionally I'll play soccer. Like, all right, man, pack your bags. You coming with us? Like,
Go teach you how to play basketball, my nigga.
That's all it seemed like Texas been doing. Like they just fly over there, go find somebody, bring them back. They hide them out in high school for a couple years, and all of a sudden they got this kid from Africa that's real raw at basketball. Block shots and grab rebounds.
Yeah, grab rebounds and stand in the paint, and when you get the ball, turn around and dunk. Don't only take one step though.
That's it.
You're not allowed to dribble at all.
Illinois got Kofi Cockburn. Where you from?
I don't know where. Where did they find that motherfucker from?
He just showed up one day. Like, where the fuck Kofi come from?
And you know that college visa. If you graduate, you get now. If you graduate or get a clemency from the college, you can get citizenship.
They say he went to Oak Hill. He from Jamaica. He ain't go to no Oak Hill. He from Kingston, Jamaica.
So then, I think we should all aspire to, like, if you go back to one of these countries, you got to go back with a skill. I think that's just why I'm like super animated.
You got a
like,
skill.
I know. I want to like try and
buy me some heavy equipment, and I'm gonna make all type of shit on my property.
That'd be an actual beast ass investment, because there's a lot of that construction stuff out there is so rudimentary. It's like ropes and pulleys still.
Yeah, they be wild. Well, Ghana gonna be, by the time I retire, bro. Ghana gonna be up, and they already good. They're gonna be cold by the time I retire. That's why I want to get my property before everything start getting right with Nigeria. I don't know about I know it's gonna be a little harder for Nigeria with all the crooked people, because everybody crooked, not just the government. You got the niggas that's out there burying money, they crooked.
And that's crazy. This family went out to the beach. Kid just out there building a sandcastle, found fucking 37 blood diamonds.
Yeah, they just be burying stuff.
I don't know, man. It just begs the question, like, what do you do next for your community, or what do you try and bring to them to make things like a better situation? Because a lot of what Nigeria is lacking is just that knowledge base to be like, hey, this doesn't work the way we need it to work. So what can we do? Maybe we should
have a less fucking dirty bank and government.
Yeah, and their whole government.
They banking system so crazy out there. Yeah, steal your money when you put it in the bank.
They'll tell you that the bank was robbed, and you go to withdraw money, they say your bank was robbed. The CEO took everything and left.
Yeah, like,
ain't no insurance, so what you gonna do? And the police can't chase invisible money.
Who going out of town?
But the last part of this was kind of just the build up and the plan to hunt down Osama bin Laden, right?
Man, I'm gonna go get this food.
Come on.
I don't know. Ashley, takes me this.
Black, just the levels. The thing that I guess we're trying to figure out now is just like how much of this, I don't know, maybe this probably this left a bad taste in my mouth. The last thing he want to talk about is how he killed a black and brown person.
See how he pull up in a Jaguar? This nigga retired already. He ain't even 40.
Talking
My
about
brother. Yeah. You talking about with Gaddafi?
No, I'm talking about with Osama.
Osama.
Oh,
I don't know. I just didn't feel like that's where the book should have ended. Like
Outside
it was such a.
that was the highlight of his career. I mean,
I thought the highlight of his career was what he said it was, which was getting healthcare passed.
Yeah, I said outside of Obamacare that was the highlight.
I feel like that should have been the ending part of the story. Like him killing somebody, no matter how bad or how good he was, it doesn't really matter. It ain't gonna bring back none of those people or nothing like that. So like, I guess that it's a sign of remorse.
So wait, y'all think he killed them? Y'all think they killed Osama?
You don't think they got the right person?
I don't think he dead. That's because he was already dying though. It wasn't like fucking.
Exactly.
I don't think they got him.
Like
I think he just was dying already.
Okay, so
and he died.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Because he was already on dialysis and all that shit, bro.
So do you think the person that they killed in that raid was Osama?
Do you think that they killed somebody? Do you think they actually went?
I mean, we know they went because we have pictures.
Of what?
See, Black was in the military. I don't even.
I was in Afghanistan when it happened. So as soon as I'm fresh in Afghanistan, I was hitting up. Y'all okay? Y'all went crazy once they got my boy over there. I'm like, nigga, I ain't did shit. Like, I ain't had nothing to do.
Like for me,
I'm in a different part being bombed.
I put it like this. All I know is like, they told us something. I'm not over there. I don't have no connections over there, so I can only believe what they tell me. But I know it's not past them to lie to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll lie about anything. Like I was there, bro. But I'm just like, I didn't even see a purpose of it. What more can he do before he actually died? And Obama was like, yeah, because he's recruiting so many people. Nigga, if you ever watch how they recruit people, because they show the videos, like if you look, they recruit people for their war by showing them videos of them killing us, for the most part. So like, you know how we got our army commercials and shit? They commercials are, when in Iraq, they have some cold ass snipers. Those were their commercials. Of them sniping Americans. And they were like, Iraq snipers was cold. And Afghan motherfuckers dumb, but them Iraq snipers were cold. Well, you see it in the movies. You know the war movies about Iraq. Them snipers be smacking motherfuckers, bro.
That's crazy. I don't know. Like, and to your point, but like, it just was like, what more could this do besides like, even if recruiting was his thing, he's old, he's fickle, he's brittle, he's not a threat. Like, if your intelligence was working like this 6 years ago, 10 years ago, would he even be a person of interest? Like, it just made me say, besides giving
solace, I didn't trip about him. What tripped me out about is why they killed Saddam.
That is, that right there.
Because he had nothing to do with nothing. It was just like, we just gonna kill this nigga because he was just him. And
Yeah.
nobody talk about that. I want to know that's what I want to know about. Why they killed Saddam.
After we figured out that they didn't have no fucking weapons of mass destruction.
Well, the weapons that they had came from Bush, but the fact that like you killed him when you found out you knew it wasn't him who had anything to do with 9/11.
I mean, but that's just America pointing blame. Like they needed a scapegoat.
We don't know how to admit when we wrong.
No, not at all.
They had to kill somebody.
Somebody had to die.
It was like,
man, did shit to no boy. He did shit to his people. I want to know what he did as far as to America, because that's what I see.
They felt like because when they asked, hey, these motherfuckers came from your side, so what happened? And he was like, shit, I don't know nothing about that. They thought he was lying, so they thought he was coming from. But the truth is,
was lying, but shit.
But you know who? But everybody knew who Bin Laden was. They knew his family because they was cool with the family over here.
Mm-hmm.
The one like they weren't cool with Bush now. He was that nigga. They had people and everything. But y'all got mad. He got out of control. He started funding wars for other countries and helping them out. That's what he was doing. He wasn't like he was, I don't know about the 9/11 shit. I don't know if they got any facts about who did what or none of that shit because they don't really put none of that forward.
Yeah,
they just kill a motherfucker and be like, yeah, we found out who did this, and they're like, yeah, okay, motherfucker.
yeah. We
can't understand that. We ain't got no proof.
We got hundreds of motherfuckers sitting in jail right now. Like, oh yeah, we caught the murderer of this lady who was raped and murdered 10 years ago, and then they finally get the DNA samples, and they be like, turns out it was another guy. He's already in jail for it.
Like, hey, y'all see what they doing to my boy Cuomo?
Bro, okay, I will say this about Cuomo. He's fucked up for lying about those deaths.
The deaths. But I don't even know, like, that's the thing. Like, who knows how those people died, if they died from corona or not? Do we really know?
But we got the PCR method testing for it already.
Yeah.
So we know, like, that he's fucked up for that. I'll give that. But all these women
that flirting shit, see, that's what's killing me. They keep saying all of these women. It's 3 bitches.
That's a couple. That's more than a couple.
Yeah, I know, but like, when they keep saying on the news, they're like, with more and more, like, I heard on the news, like, with more and more women coming forward today, and I'm like, damn, more and more? Because I heard about the 3, and then it's just the same 3, but they keep saying more and more, like, so many coming. But
but that's the news. That's the news.
Yeah, but like,
when they released the story, it made you think like something happened. He just,
bro, I'm thinking he raped somebody, but he just over aggressive flirter, bro. But that kid shit, I don't like that shit. Drunk people do drunk, crazy shit, bro. Because I've seen a white woman kiss my boy at a bar on some drunk shit because he was a big black dude and they love black. Like, this is her word. Like, he kissed her, my boy from Georgia. He was like, we gotta go, bro. Like, that white woman kissed him, bro. He like, we gotta go, bro. He thought the fucking Claire was coming. Boy, he like, we gotta go. I started dying laughing. I'm like, nigga, they like black dudes. And you a big ass black dude. He was like, little black dude. He was a big ass black dude at the club.
He was fearing for his life. He was ready to go.
He was, bro. He was like, we gotta go, bro. That shit crazy, dog. I was like, nah, they just like big black dudes. And he fucking 6'5", big as hell. I know
exactly what black talking about. I done seen it all. It's
and that shit's crazy because it was like that at the club, bro. Like, when you go to the club and it's like a white ass place and white women love black dudes like crazy. Like, get y'all crazy ass away from me. Bro was like, we gotta stay away from them some dogs. I ain't about to play with them. But as far as him overly aggressive, flirting with these women, and like, see, that's what killed him about the sexual harassment today.
Just say that's locker room talk, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what he should have said.
Got away with it.
But you know, Democrats ain't going for that shit, so they ain't gonna back their man up like Republicans is. Because that nigga Trump can touch pussy and be a president with open cases. But if you're a Democrat, nigga, and other Democrats find out you over flirted, well, it ain't even that. It's when everybody else find out about it. That's when they jump on your ass. Because if they know, everybody knew that he was flirting with these women, or, you know, sexually harassing them like verbally. Right. But until everybody else found out, they ain't getting no fuck. I mean, after the first woman, they should have said something.
The thing that bothers me about it is, and as a person who has been accused of sexual harassment, I just remember the way people approached me on it, to which I was just like, they're like, hey, can we pull you to the side and have a conversation? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, so we're gonna put you on suspension for this. I was like, all right, cool, but it's not without pay. You're gonna be paying me. And they're like, well, we can't pay you. All right, well, then I'm going to sue you because you're telling me that some random person came up to you and said I did something to them, and you're punishing me for it without proving that I did it. And they were like, well, and then they came back and said, okay, we're going to give you, just take a long vacation. We'll pay you for it. And then they came back a week later, said I was good. And I was like, oh, but I took my 2-week vacation already, so y'all still going to have to pay me. Yeah. And that motherfucking nurse better be fired.
And that's what kills me. Like, it's like these women work for him. He ain't like, see, the women that work for him, he ain't touch. Yeah. And I don't know what he said or like, but I like when him, like he said, if I did come off, you know, the wrong way, it's not what I intended. Yeah. Okay. He apologized for it. He meant that shit because you know Cuomo meant that shit, how he said it. And then he even said, if somebody got something, come forward with it. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And what I like about it, bro, because even if he do resign or whatever, they did that because how he was moving, bro. And he was looking too good for the people. Nobody wanted him to become president So it was like
he was definitely making a run for president. Like
he was looking way too good for the people, and his brother like, I'm not about to interview my brother about that shit. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Enough of y'all are talking about it, and I love that because him and his brother, they locked in, bro. I like that. But yeah,
like I was
he was looking too good, bro.
People are like sitting there wondering, like, I wonder why Cuomo's brother's not saying anything. Like,
Hell no,
what type of brother you got that you would like? What type of brother you got that would be like, I got all the dirt, motherfucker. This dude was out here slanging penis for this, and I was just like, is that what your brother would do? Like, no one can come up to me and be like, hey, Luke did something, and Luke will be like, and I get on my podcast and be like, so what do you think about your brother's accusations? Man, I think my brother's agency is doing wonderful. He's got a whole bunch of top 10 recruits.
But you know him, like everybody that know him, like all these people know him. See, that's what killed me. Like, if so many people know you for doing certain shit and they've never seen this, and like, you don't become a perv, bro, at 50 something. How old is that nigga?
He's like 53.
He had to been a perv forever.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't become a perv. Like, that's like, if you were like one of those rapey ass uncles, you was that rapey uncle always.
You had to practice to get there. You didn't just wake up and know how to do it.
Yeah, so it gotta be more women, or it's a lie. Like y'all the only women that ever work.
And I'm not above saying, like, some women, like, in the heat of the moment, shit gets blown way out of proportion. Like, I'm not downplaying.
He told that girl he was lonely, bro. Then now I think he said that shit.
He said what?
He told that girl he was lonely because they was cute too. So
yeah,
you know, he flirted with them.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, you know, one thing I will say, that guys who don't have really good social skills, think flirting is a way of being sociable. And it's sometimes is like really bad. Like, you see a guy who don't know how to talk to women just to be able to talk to them. Yeah. All they do is just flirt, and it's just like, bro.
And the fact that he's an older dude too, though. So that also makes what he says a little more open, because you could imagine what the older people were saying back in politics before. Oh yeah, the way they use, like, politics is like the military and construction, bro. The things you used to be able to say and do, you ain't doing that shit, bro. Because fucking you're a Republican. Like, yeah, well, they're gonna back you up. That's why they Republicans. They want to stay the same. So Democrats ain't going for that shit, boy. Your ass change. Because anything in the work environment can be sexual harassment.
Anything.
If that woman feels that way. So you got to be mindful of everything you say to her. So if you even say you want a hot dog, you better make sure you say from what restaurant. Because he said, hot dog, what type of hot dog y'all you trying to get me? Like, nah, bitch, I'm talking about I'm about to go to this motherfucker right here on the corner.
A lot of people think it's kind of cold, but like, I work in the hospital, so I work with all women. So all women nurses. And the only time you'll ever see me relax and not at alert is when I'm with the doctors or when I'm with anybody other than all women. And it's just because of that. And there's like 5 nurses that they know. They black, they cool. I dap them up. One of them's like a grandma. I'm like, cool.
Yeah. But certain stuff you can say to certain ones, but then even if another one
she'll be the first one to defend me too. She was like, we was in a meeting, and one of the nurses said Heero was being aggressive towards a patient, and I had to stop her right there. Are you talking about the patient in 103? Yeah, you mean the one that cut Katie on the face? The one that Heero had to put in place? Don't come in here using. I was like, go get him, Graham. Go get her, Graham. Like.
Like, what my job at, bro? The things that we used to be able to say on the radio just a few years ago versus now is way different. Because we had, so like when I first got there, they had the older women working in the scale house. And when I got there, I wasn't saying anything crazy. I'll be hearing some of the older white men saying some crazy shit. And I'm like, damn, they're gonna get in trouble. But then I heard the ladies in the scale house. I'm like, God damn. Because they was saying they be saying some of the they used to be saying some of the wildest shit over the radio. But they talking about sucking, like, bro, it got crazy over the radio. And then they start feathering them women out. They'd be at work drunk, bro. Like the scale house, bro. We had a cool ass scale house. So some of the older men wasn't able to adjust to the new women in the scale house, and some of they guys got like little talk to and whatever. Like, they felt like, a way about what y'all was saying, and it fuck up the flow of work when you can't be who you are. For the most part, because even though you ain't saying it to them, that's the way it works with the workplaces harassment. So even if you're not saying something to somebody and somebody else hear you, it can offend them. Like we was talking about some black shit, bro, and some white dude tried to say he was offended. Like, man, get your ass out of here. Like, I got one of my, because these older cats don't know what they can, like, they didn't know at first what they could say when it came to black people versus African American, black, or colored, right? So I knew he didn't know this shit. One of the coworkers, and so he was like, "Yeah, what happened to the guy that used to come and get screened all the time?" I'm like, what guy? I knew exactly what guy he was talking about. He was talking about this black dude. But he was like, "You know, the one that drove the red truck." I'm like, "Nah, what was his truck now?" He said truck. They were like, he was like, "You know, Jamal, the colored guy." As soon as he said that shit, all the fucking supervisors drove up to him, right? He got yelled at and talked to. I'm dying laughing. But one of the guys was at lunch, and he didn't hear it. So I'm like, so he came flush. And I started fucking with him about it to get him to say it. He like, but I said it too. So they pulled up, like only one supervisor pulled up on me, but fucking they was on their ass, man. I couldn't breathe at work that day. That was probably one of the funniest days. Cause the crazy, like I didn't even know people said that shit still, but an old Mexican said that shit to me. We were talking, I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking black guy. He was like, yeah, it was a colored guy working here. I'm like, colored? Nigga, you colored. Like, I'm like, you know you colored, right? He's like, he didn't know how to say it, bro, because he barely spoke English at all, but he didn't know, like you colored, bro. You like fucking.
That's hilarious. But that's also like a cultural thing. Like it's hard to differentiate those cultures. But
when you're not trying to be rude and you don't know what to say, that's what had me dying.
Yeah, but you can tell like white people who don't understand those social constructs is just because they've never been put in those situations. Like I don't have mercy on sheltered white people. Like you're not allowed to say I've never experienced that because I'm white, and it's like. But you watch TV, you watch the news. You don't know that that's not appropriate. Nah, fuck that.
I had a super racist ass white boy. He cool, like, well, he ain't like Mexicans. That's where his racist fucking shit stopped right there. He just ain't like Mexicans because he worked there with him, but he worked there with him the whole time. So when I got there, I was parking in different spots in the operators. He like, why you park over there, bro? I'm like, shit, it's an easy little walk. He like, you park by the fucking Mexicans? It's like. I'm like, you work with these motherfuckers for 40 years, bro. They all your buddy. Like, man, that shit was hilarious, man. Like, how you racist towards Mexican? That's all you work with.
It's the bane of the existence, man.
Yeah, he was he Republican, bro. Man, fucking the way he acting, you think he hate fucking everybody, but that motherfucker see me. He older. He retired some years back, but I like go to the bar out there or something because he still live out there, and he see me, bro. He'd be so fucking excited.
You know, only black friend he has, and he's short. He mentions you in every aspect, bro.
No, they have black. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said stop in Mexico because they had black buddies that was operators too. They got black friends. That's the thing. Like, I'm like, how you don't like Mexicans, bro? That's all you work with. But they got black. Yeah, they got black friends. I don't know why they feel black people are better than Mexicans because they weren't like they was taking your job. Nigga, they doing a lot of the labor work.
No, it's a lot of old white dudes that's mad as hell at work because they can't say shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
Pent up aggression.
It ain't even just the old white dudes. It's old people. Like old people they lived a different life where they wouldn't have to worry about what they have to say because you can just be open. Like catcalling came from those days. You can't call a motherfucker now. You going to jail.
Yeah.
It's basically rape at this point.
I was working with an old white dude. He was talking about how they used to. What did he say? We just all the girls walk past. We just grab their asses. Like, bro, that's what y'all used to do at work all day. Yeah, that's what we did.
That's where the term came from. You know, the coaches back. All y'all out here doing is playing grab ass. Get on the line. That's where that fucking line. That's where that shit came from. But you want to think that's real crazy though? Is that same generation of people swear that they was the toughest motherfuckers ever. They couldn't, like, none could offend them, none could hurt them, but they be the main ones calling the police on the younger generation these days.
Yeah.
First people
Well,
to call
because
the
it ain't what
police.
you're saying, it's what you're gonna be able to do. Because they know they can't fuck with you on their level. You gonna beat their ass or something. They're like, fuck it, I'm gonna call the cops.
I did see something that was funny as hell.
I'm gonna say what I want to say because I know you can whoop my ass, but I can call the cops.
I seen something that was funny as hell the other day. It was like the same generation that grew up with South Park, sensitive as hell to everything now.
Sensitive as
Yeah.
fuck. But
And,
like,
and that's what killed me. Like South Park is like one of the most racist fucking shows, but everybody loves it.
me personally, I
it's
never
such a
found,
generation.
like, as a kid growing up, I never found South Park to be amusing. So I was just like,
Me either. The movie was, but not the cartoon.
I ain't never found it to be amusing either.
I was just like, this is what y'all. If this is what y'all
I
find,
just like
interesting.
watching, like, okay.
Yeah,
It's a couple episodes that I like the Trapped in the Closet. That shit was good. That's about it. That's the only one I like, the Trapped in the Closet shit.
But shit, the Simpsons with motherfucking a poo ass. That shit.
Yeah.
And the voice actor,
the most racist cartoon was Johnny Quest.
no, the most racist cartoon is Mr. Popo.
They called motherfucking the Indian dude Haji, bro. And when you go to Afghan, bro, that's all they call the other people Hajis, bro. It was like, because I was like when I got over there, it was like, yes, a Haji. I'm like, Haji, where the fuck did that come from? And I thought about it. I'm like, this some racist ass shit, man. This shit came from Johnny
The
Quest.
most
Bro. They call
racist
all these
character is
motherfuckers
literally
Haji.
Dragon Ball Z. Mr. Popo is straight up blackface.
Yeah, I thought, but Piccolo black though.
Piccolo black. There's a bunch of like there's this
All
thread.
the sayings is black, technically.
Yeah.
How you figure all the sayings black?
Because when you go to what's the damn world they from?
Vegeta.
Goku Pops is black. Goku
Wait,
Pops
how
is
are
black.
you coming to that conclusion?
Bro, I gotta go back and watch it. But I know
Goku's father is
And they
not
monkeys, so they hey look, they monkeys, so
because they monkeys, man. they monkeys. That's why. No, they was black, bro. I'm telling you, I gotta go back and look for it.
Bardock is the name of Goku's dad. Bardock has
Look for it.
Bardock has an X on his face and he looks just like Goku, and Goku isn't black. But there is a character named Goku Black who's evil Goku from the Sixth Dimension.
but that's after it came. That's after white people then took over and then renamed some shit, huh? You didn't have to make the black bad.
Well, so I don't even think they're gonna call him Goku Black. I think they're just gonna call him Zamasu Goku, because like you can't say he's because there's this the Chinese people are so racist, and it's just funny because like black people love anime, but it's so racist to them. There's a part in the show where Goku Black shows up, and then there's these police officers who are lining him up, and they're saying, "Don't shoot, he's black." And it's just like, if you think about the word play on what American culture is right now. So when they translated, it was like, shoot him, he's black. Like, I was like, oh, really? This is what we're doing, China? This is what we're doing? I can't fuck with it.
But
like,
they can't, like, it depends on where they at when it comes to them being fake racist.
yeah.
They love niggas, bro. Everything they got came from us too.
No, they racist over there too, though.
They racist.
No, I'm saying depends on what part of Asia. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like in the Philippines, they racist as hell.
What's funny is fucking all of like that ancient motherfuckers, all they ancient beings, the ancestors and stuff, they black. So like you look at that dude, they got big ass lips, big ass noses, frozen shit. Like that's a black.
That was a motherfucker when I saw that shit.
Fuck.
An Asian person had curly hair, and I was like, you had to do a lot of shit to your hair, but the fact that you could do it to your hair is proof that you have some lineage of doing it. Like,
it was though they was just black people, bro. They were the first motherfuckers over there. They changed. You know how everything go with niggas. The longer you live in a certain place, the different you look.
yeah.
Now fucking
That's
all of
why
that, like the ancestors.
That's why I just want to have the blackest motherfucking baby ever. I just want to have a dark skin ass kid, just to keep that fucking. Everybody, I'll never regret being like a dark skinned dude. Like I just want to have the
Nah.
blackest motherfucking baby I can have.
Yeah,
Just,
that's why I want a little black ass son.
just a black fucking, just
But yeah,
generate.
it's like it's just gonna be different, bro. It gotta be different now. Like,
Yeah,
it's just so crazy, bro. Like we saying, bro, with the times, everything's changed because you're accepting the more stuff, but you want everybody to be super fucking nice. That shit. You can't even be blunt. That's why everybody hate Kevin Samuels because he just blunt and honest.
Kevin Samuels isn't blunt. Kevin Samuels is a verbal abuser. He is literally the
He's blunt,
embodiment.
bro.
He's funny, he's entertaining, but he's also a jackass and a hypocrite because my man's has 2 divorces
He's
and
blunt.
3 kids.
He ain't say he the best of them.
So like I just think I think the women who are going to him are broken anyway, just because you're looking for validation from this broken man. But above all else,
Why
he's
you
an
think he
entertainer.
broken? Because he just honest, bro.
No, he's not
He
honest.
like he telling, bro. He's
Nah.
honest, bro. That shit is
I
honest.
want to know why? Because when white women call the show, he don't ever use generalizations with them. He only does that to black women.
I don't watch the show. I just see the clips, and I've seen him do it to men and women. So that's why I like him.
Like I enjoy when he like what he said. What he says isn't wrong. The way he says it is really
That's the
just fucked
problem.
up.
Man. He's just blunt. Like,
Nah, there's a
how,
difference between
I don't
being
give a fuck
blunt.
if you been.
It's different being blunt and being like trying to hurt somebody. Like he verbally.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't
assaults-
trying to coddle you, bro. I'm just letting you know. And for me, see, that's what I'm saying. You watch more because clearly, what I've seen, he's only telling you what he's asking you. So he asks you a question, and from your answer, that's his response. Like how you look, and you like, I'm a 5, so he gonna call you a 5. Make sure he calls you a 5. Make sure you know that you're a 5. You say you fat, he gonna call you fat. He gonna make sure you know that you fat.
But think about that, Black. Think about that though. Like if somebody asks me, Heero, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a motherfucking 12.
Okay, then now he gonna be like, okay, you look good.
But like,
And now,
that's somebody with moderate to okay self-esteem. These people
that's
are
what
broken.
I'm saying, bro. But that's their problem. Don't
Why
call
y'all
me.
calling
Don't
him?
call me.
Don't call me.
Like, why
with
you
your
calling
problem.
if you fucking already know you bad?
Right.
If you
Y'all
think you bad. If you
jumping these
already
people.
feel
You calling me for validation. You done called the wrong goddamn number.
Yeah, bro. I'm not about to tell you like, no, you look better. Because if we on video and I'm looking at you not looking better than what you rated yourself, I'm just gonna agree with it. Like, old girl was like, I'm a 5, and then she was like, I'm a 5, but with makeup, I'm a 6. She didn't even go up 2 numbers. So you wasting your time to be barely better? Like, what type of shit is that?
Yo,
Makeup is not quick, bro. Like, you gonna waste your time really to be barely better?
man, before we get all the way off topic, I mean, how we rating this book?
I love the book. I ain't gonna lie. I like the book just because because I got out of what I knew what I was gonna get. But I didn't know that he was gonna go into detail like that. That's the only thing that killed me. Like, Obama be like, the color is red, but then he gonna tell you how the color was made, and he gonna tell you how the 2 colors that made the color was made.
Yeah.
And he gonna tell you what colors come from. And he gonna tell you why you see different colors because of the detail of your eyes and how your eyes work.
And then he gonna talk
you
about
can't
how
see
Michelle,
the colors that you're
how
seeing.
the color looks good on Michelle.
Yeah. And what Michelle thought about the color. And even though she didn't like the color, he told her to wear the color. And he convinced her that the color would work well for the family.
Then he gonna give you somebody else's opinion of the color.
And then tell you that their opinion is long.
Ask a Republican what he thought of the color.
And then he gonna be like, why we can't like the color together as a whole?
That's the book. That's literally the whole book.
Like you zone out, zone back in, he's still talking about that damn color.
You're like, God damn, bro.
Damn,
like, did I press pause?
Right. Did I go back? Am I
Damn, that is the whole book. The book was all right. If I had read someone's review of this book, I would not have read this book. But
we knew exactly what was to come, and we just I don't know why we expected Obama to be like, just tell us what the fuck happened. And then call.
Do you feel like you could sit down and have a drink with Obama though? Like,
oh yeah,
because it won't be. I feel like he wouldn't be this wordy in a regular conversation.
Because
I feel like
he gotta find out, figure you out.
Yeah, I feel like he more direct. Like if you talk to him, but
Yeah.
he got to sound all, educated and political when he writing a book. Or,
I want to read the N-word Obama book. I want to read that book. That one right there, where it's just him.
He got a book called The N-Word.
No, I'm
no,
just
he
saying.
just saying
Oh.
he was just to make a version.
Oh,
like,
the nigga version. Okay.
nigga
There
version,
you
but he just like, man, fuck
I
you,
can't believe
Republicans.
this black man gonna just come here and just say some the N-word. I'm thinking that's the name of a book because you said it like that.
These Republicans is full of shit. Everything I did, they just wanted to be racist, and hate me.
Shit.
And I'll tell this bitch. Like,
and then Michelle Hayes made me sleep on the goddamn couch. Ain't this some shit?
and the thing is, I paid for the goddamn couch.
And that book would sell like fucking hotcakes.
It was,
But I can
though.
officially now.
But Shell got to come in too. Though, like, shut the fuck up.
Right. Then-
Yo.
Yeah, I want the real version of Beezy.
Yeah.
Give me the Cliff Notes.
I just rather have his friends around. Cause they're gonna keep it real. They're gonna tell me what the fuck
Yeah,
Obama was
like
really thinking.
Rick or
Reggie.
or one of them. I would love to see one of their books, honestly.
Yeah.
And Reggie that was golfing with him and hooping with
Reggie,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I want Reggie book.
You gotta think about it, man. There's so much shit that like he gotta be politically correct in a book that he wrote because of how people look at him and what like he needs to sell his book, so he don't want to be like for real.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he needs to sell it. I don't know why they be doing that shit. At a certain point, like nigga, relax. You get all like,
Yeah, because Trump in his book, he probably said all kind of shit.
nah, his book gonna be super. The words gonna be so restricted on that because his vocab so small. Unless somebody else is editing his book, that book is gonna be like a pamphlet. I won, I'm a winner. Y'all lose, y'all losers. That's his book. By a fucking dumbass. He not even gonna spell his name right. He gonna put the way his parents' name was when they came over. Drunk. I wouldn't even read no book by him.
Obama did give him a nice little excerpt from that. Basically saying how all his businesses was fraudulent. He was saying it then.
Did y'all see that they blew up the Trump thing, right? They blew up the Trump casino. And fucking on the Daily Show, they were talking about buying it back and rebuilding it the same exact way just so they can sell tickets to see it get blown up.
There was a lot of people lined up though to watch it. There was a lot of people on the beach. I was like, damn.
But it's gonna be a lot of people lined up just to see anything get blown up.
Yeah.
I don't know if they was there for just to see because it was Trump. Because at that point, it didn't belong to Trump. Trump don't give a fuck about that shit.
It's kind
But
of
I know
crazy
that
too, because he said
to see shit get blown up is just too cool.
Yeah, because it's a controlled explosion. Like that's like movie shit. Like I can't believe
until all that shit come out, you ain't know it's gonna be as bad as it was.
Man, but that shit be like blowing my mind. How like there's 7 buildings around this one building. You about to take down this one building, and nothing else is gonna get fucked up.
Well, you know how you gotta blow it up. They blow it up in like little insect, so like, or they, so that it just caves in. So like the bombs, they get fucking they're small up here and they get bigger as they go down and as it's breaking down. That shit cold.
That was the conspiracy on 9/11.
Yeah, because like unless do buildings come prepared to collapse on themselves if they're going down to avoid further property damage?
I would think that's how they build the new buildings though. I ain't gonna lie. I would think that's how they build the newer buildings. So when they do fall, something happens because of the structure and how they're built. I would think that's how they would be built though.
Yeah,
I would think that's how they would be built now.
Yeah,
no,
because that's how a lot of.
But that's how it would have been since the fire restoration and
yeah.
Well, like that was back in 1999. So like like that they've been built like that for a minute.
So like in the military they have the Hummers and everything, and they learned from that they had to build stuff because when they hit an IED, whoever in the Hummer and the Humvee rather are gonna die because of how it's built and it's flat. So when it blows up, it's coming straight up and it's getting everybody. Now the bottom of all the vehicles over there are V-shaped. So when the explosion goes up, it just goes out like that. And even the machine breaks apart like a puzzle. So like if you hit a bomb, it just breaks apart, and everybody on the inside of the cabin will be fine. But and they just put that shit right back together on the spot, and it worked.
That's crazy. You gotta rebuild your motherfucking car if you roll over ID.
But they do that shit. I got a buddy that was a mechanic, bro. The way he like, if something breaks down and he's there, bro, no matter what the fuck happened, that motherfucker would get you back going in less than 30 minutes. It was bro. I was trying to get him to my job so bad, bro, but he wanted to live in Indiana. He got a lot of space out there. All type shit. He cool dude. That's my roommate. But that motherfucker would get you back on the road in 30 minutes, bro. No God, so what the fuck happened? Like, oh, so we do this and he hop out, we stop. We fucking train our guns on some in the area and we like watching. Before we fucking think about it, we already on the go. Like, this motherfucker cold.
I wish I could understand, like, just there's like things that I wish I understood about like cars. I was watching this girl change her oil on IG today. I was just like, how does fine ass girl know how to change her oil and I can't? I gotta go up to fucking Jiffy Lube.
But you can. It ain't complicated. It's just
not, but like,
do it.
but in my mind, it's just like,
yeah.
Why? Like, my hands are my most valuable tool. So like, why would I put my hands underneath a vehicle? Like,
I mean, it ain't. For me, it's just more so. That's not my job. Like fucking.
I would pay.
I ain't go to school for mechanics. I don't give a flying fuck how it makes me look, but nigga, I operate heavy. I am an operator. I am not a mechanic. If something goes down, I'm stopping at the shop.
I'll shovel snow all day, but
yeah,
like to cut grass, nah, I'll pay somebody. Fuck all that.
I'll pay somebody to do that too.
I'm gonna cut my own grass. It depends on how you
go. Shit,
it depends on how you feel about your grass. Yeah, because if you care for your grass yourself, you're gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do that shit. Because if you don't care for it yourself,
if I
you ain't gonna care how it
all
looks.
the grass on my property, I would.
You can.
Nah, the city ordinance against it.
You can't put pebbles over it.
You have to have visible. You have 2/3. 2/3 of the original grass line has to exist. So like,
that's what's good about living in the city. They don't give a flying fuck how your shit look, and you ain't gotta get no orders or nothing like that, bro. It depends on the neighborhood you live in.
They got better shit to do.
Yeah, they don't give a flying fuck what goes on in the city, bro.
Though.
You can have 75 cars on your lot. I mean, in front of your house, stacked up. Niggas do not care, bro.
Hey.
I love that about the city, bro.
Yeah, I need a garage, though. I was looking at this one condo downtown, and the lady was talking about it's gonna be extra for the garage space. I was like, if I rent this spot out, who's gonna be using it? If not me. And she was like, well, I was like, shut up. You just mad that nobody paid rent for the last 3 months, and your ass want to try and make up for it. Not gonna be on my
stupid
watch.
Ass rules. I hate any neighborhood with those type of rules where you gotta change the way you want to live because it'll make the neighbors feel good. Like, man, fuck them neighbors.
Fuck you. These white neighbors out here love me because now they get to say, because I be shoveling their shit for them. They love me.
Yeah, I was talking to my neighbor about that. Like me and my neighbors on my block, we work together.
The only thing I know they probably pissed about is I don't water my grass, and that's because this place didn't come with no hose. And I was like, I'm not buying a hose just to water your grass.
Yeah.
So I gotta run. I gotta run to the store.
So we done anyway.
Here?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah, we could do next week. We could do motherfucking understand the black man's guide to understand the black woman.
All right. You said it's on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's probably like an hour some change long.
I'm canceling my audibles then because that shit hit me in the face this morning. I was like, God damn, I forgot to cancel that shit.
Oh no, I'm still using this shit. I don't think I got no membership like you. That's crazy. But I got so many different book apps.
For $32?
Huh?
It's
$32?
$32.
Probably
10 pages.
It probably went up though.
Yeah,
because fucking I don't remember paying that. That book came out in like 89, bro.
It probably went up because of notoriety. That's why.
Yeah.
Don't worry. YouTube it is.
YouTube it is.
That's my girl though. Like, did y'all watch that video I sent y'all?
Nope.
I watched part of it. It was chopped up of it. I think I have a very interesting perspective on this, but we'll see. We'll get it. We'll get to it, man.
Yeah, I like her, bro, and she been married the whole time. And I think we either need to get on that type of level playing field, or when it comes to the man and the woman of a house, if that's if you want the old school relationship, that's the way you got to be. But you like nowadays women want the old school relationship financially, but they want to have the everything else.
They want the social life, this new day.
Yeah, and the control. Like, but yeah, if we're gonna live any way, shape, or form like those days, you are in control like that too. And I'm gonna have my girlfriend and my new family on the other side of the city, and you're not gonna go that way. Old niggas have families everywhere, bro, because niggas used to work at a steel mill talking about they got a business trip. Nigga, you do not have a business trip at a steel mill. They white packing their bags for them to go down the street. Be a fool if you want.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Y'all take it easy. Thanks for joining us. I'll catch up with y'all later. Make sure you hit up the description if you want to donate to that cause. It's a really important cause, the Norris 24 challenge.
And since y'all admins, y'all need to let everybody know what we're reading next week.
Oh, okay. Since you ain't on Facebook no more.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be.
It's only gonna be 3 of us anyway. So
you talking to the
and
group.
we all know.
we know. They gonna show up trying to talk about Obama. Watch.
I'll text Rob like, yeah. So, man, guess what Obama said the other day? Like nah, we moved on.
All right, y'all.
All right. Take it easy.